Welcome to day 10. Yesterday, we worked with disgust, that sharp, immediate pull away from something that feels wrong. Today, we're going to slow things down and explore contempt, which is quieter but has a way of sinking deeper and staying longer. Contempt is not usually loud or explosive, it builds slowly, like sediment settling at the bottom of a river. It comes from moments that chip away at your trust, your respect, or your hope. Maybe you've lived through repeated disappointments or broken promises. I know I have, many times. And maybe you've been let down so many times that you stopped expecting change. Or maybe you've watched someone behave badly over and over again, refusing to take responsibility for the harm they've caused. Can also be more personal. Contempt can turn inward. You might feel it toward yourself for choices you regret, for words you wish you'd never spoken, or for paths you didn't take. It's the kind of self-directed contempt that makes it hard to offer yourself compassion, even when you need it most. Outward contempt can show up in how you look at someone, in the tone of your voice, or in the quiet withdrawal of connection. You might avoid their calls, stop making eye contact, or keep conversations clipped and shallow. Inside, it's that simmering sense of, you've shown me who you are, and I want nothing more to do with it. Inward contempt can be even more corrosive. It's that voice that says, I should have known better, or I'll never forgive myself for that. It's a way of turning away from yourself, of building a wall inside your own heart. The tricky thing about contempt is that it can feel protective. Those walls you build can make you feel safe, like you're keeping out hurt or disappointment. But over time, they also keep out joy, love, and connection. Physically, contempt often lands in the throat and jaw. You might notice your teeth clenching or your jaw locking. The neck can stiffen and the throat can tighten. The words you say may stay stuck, or when they come out, they may carry a sharper edge, even sharper than you intended. Holding that tension for too long can lead to headaches, soreness, or a low hum of irritation that never really leaves. I've seen it in people who've been dismissed over and over again. Their shoulders slightly raised, their chin tilted, just enough to keep distance. I've seen it in someone telling a story about a long-standing grudge, their jaw barely moving as they talk. I've felt it in myself, realizing my body was still braced for the next letdown, even when nothing was happening in the moment. Today's practice is not pretending that hurtful things never happened, and it's not excusing behavior or letting someone back into your life who has proven it's unsafe. It's giving your body a chance to release the constant tightness so you can stand in your boundaries without carrying the weight of the wall. For this, we'll use the tone for contempt, which is mo. Mo. This sound moves through the jaw and the throat, helping to soften the places that have stayed tense for too long. Let's begin. Find a comfortable seat with your feet resting on the floor. Let your shoulders drop and place one hand gently over your throat. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. As you tone, feel your chest and your throat expand. As you exhale, hum mo, mo, and let the sound flow easily, not forced. Imagine the vibration moving through your throat like warm water, softening what feels rigid. Now inhale and exhale. Mo. Now pause and just notice what's there. Maybe a little space, maybe just awareness. As you inhale and exhale this next time, picture the sound as a gentle stream clearing a narrow path. It's not pushing or forcing, it's just moving slowly, making room for your voice, your truth, and your breath. Let's try it together. Inhale, exhale, and tone. Mo. Pause and notice any shift, even if it's small. Just notice what's happening. Now, for the third time, take a deeper breath in, and then as you exhale, imagine the sound as a warm, golden light filling your throat, your jaw, and the base of your skull. Let that light spread gently, melting away the hardness that's been there for years, possibly even decades. Feel it flowing outward into your shoulders and down your chest. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, and tone. Mo. Pause. Let your body rest and just notice what you feel. Now let's go a little deeper. Bring to mind a moment when you felt contempt towards someone or even toward yourself. Not to stir up the emotion, but just to give it enough to remember where it sits in your body. Notice how it feels as you bring this into your mind. Not the whole story, but the physical sensation. As you inhale, hold that awareness. And then, as you exhale, imagine you're giving that feeling a little more space to breathe. Let's try it together. Inhale, exhale, and tone. Mo. You're not pushing it away or holding it tighter. You're just letting it loosen. Pause, and now just notice how your throat and your jaw feel. We'll do it one more time together. This time, as you exhale, imagine all the old moments, the phrases, the images, and the faces tied to this feeling as tiny paper boats. See yourself setting them one by one into a calm stream. The water carries them away, drifting further and further until they round a bend and disappear from sight. You just know they're no longer anchored inside you. They're gone. Let's try it together. Inhale, exhale, and tone. Mo. pause and notice any shift in the way your throat, jaw, and base of your skull feel. Let your hands return to your lap and just resume your normal, natural breathing. Notice how you feel compared to when we began. Maybe you feel more open. Maybe you feel simply more relaxed. Either way, you've given your body permission to let go, even if just a little bit. Now say quietly to yourself or out loud, I can release the grip of this feeling. I can keep my boundaries without carrying the heaviness. These words, they're not instant change, but they're offering your body a gentler way to stand strong. Remember, releasing contempt, it doesn't mean you have to open your door to everyone again. It just means you can stand at your door without the strain of holding it shut with all your might. It means you can keep what's important to you protected without closing yourself off from the rest of life. If this practice helped you, consider sharing it with someone who may be carrying their own quiet contempt. Sometimes, just knowing that it's possible to soften without losing strength is the beginning of healing. Tomorrow, we'll talk about despair, a heavier, deeper emotion that can feel lonely and unmovable. Just like the others we've worked with, it doesn't have to stay locked inside you. We'll find where it lives in your body and use sound to give it time and room to move. Until then, give yourself some tenderness. You've done something good for yourself. And make it a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.